Hey, what's up guys, it's Texmer talking to you here, and today I want to talk about how the M1 Max MacBook Pro 16-inch, my iPhone 13 Pro Max and my iPad Pro from 2018 have changed my editing lifestyle and how they affect my channel and how I use them to work as a single ecosystem. So I'm able to film, record, make thumbnails, edit these videos and launch them for you guys. So in this video I will completely break down my editing style, my editing and footage habits, and of course how I make my thumbnails on my iPad Pro. Of course, also in this video I will try to show you how I use my iPhone 13 Pro Max to film my videos and to capture them, how I use my M1 Max MacBook Pro to edit them on Final Cut Pro 10, and how I used my iPad Pro 2018 to edit videos on LumaFusion and how I use it now, and also to show you how I make my thumbnails on Studio from my iPad Pro 2018. This is a video to show you how you, with just an iPad, an iPhone and a Mac, you can run your channel, or simply with just an iPhone and a Mac more impressively. So you don't need to buy very expensive cameras, although the iPhone is a very expensive tech product and the M1 Max is also a very expensive tech product, but what is at stake here is that you don't need a real camera anymore to make good videos for YouTube. Yes, I consider my videos kind of good. They're not amazing, but they are good enough. So in my opinion, right now, if you are a YouTuber, an aspiring one, or you want to make videos for YouTube, you don't need to buy a camera, just use your phone's camera. And in this video I will show you how my iPhone 13 Pro Max's camera serves me very well shooting videos, how I use it to shoot my B-roll and to shoot my A-roll. Of course, I airdrop all my footage to my Mac. So, before we start, roll the intro. To start recording, I simply sit down and hit the record button on my iPhone. I have two accessories for my iPhone, so I'm able to record videos with a bit better quality. First, I bought a very inexpensive tripod from Amazon. It's a very simple one, as you can see. It's tubular design, so you can open it up and fold it upwards so it gets bigger every time. You can use it also as a selfie stick. It has a Bluetooth remote control, but I don't use it. It was kind of difficult opening at the beginning, but it's very useful now. I like it a lot, and it was very cheap, around 15 euros, which is $20, so it's not very expensive. It's cheap, and on Amazon it's very easy to find. So if you like this tripod, go check the description down below. I have a link down for you there. But this tripod is amazing. I use it to record my videos and it's very well built. It's very strong. It doesn't fall. I gotta say that when I switched to the iPhone 13 Pro Max and I start recording videos with it, I immediately noticed that the weight of the phone, because it's too heavy, the tripod could tip over if I was not careful when placing the tripod down. So of course it's a little bit unbalanced. It's not a professional tripod for any means, but it's good enough and I like it a lot. So of course I have my tripod to help record and stabilize my videos, and then I have a microphone. This is a microphone from Boya. It's a very simple shotgun microphone where I just put it on my clothes. You may be able to see it right here. Yes, I put it there and I attach it with a lightning cable connector. So it has an headphone jack, but I use a lightning cable to headphone jack adapter that Apple gave me with my iPhone 8, and I use it to record my videos. I just plug it in with the camera app. It just works perfectly nice, and my video quality in terms of mic and sound quality gets improved by it. Although the iPhone mics are just insane too. So, I mean, I could have used the iPhone mics, but I think that this mic gives it a little bit extra quality and so helps getting my videos a little bit extra better. So again, this is my two accessories for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. A very simple recording experience where I just simply put my phone on my tripod, connect my microphone and hit record. Then I sit down and I record a video for you guys. So this is a very simple device, a very good device, and let me go into the standards that I use to record my videos. Simply, I open the camera app. I don't use any professional type of app like, I don't know, Cinema Pro or other apps like Filmic Pro. I simply just open the camera app, I tap video and I record. Normally I record at 4K 60, but lately, since the iPhone 13 Pro Max has gotten ProRes support, I've been using ProRes. Of course, I could also use cinematic mode. Cinematic mode is pretty cool, but in this type of content situation like this background, it gets kind of tricky because of the lights, and the cinematic mode is not as good, and it's not worth it because it's a background, so the natural blur is good enough. And of course I like to record in ProRes. It gives me way more crisp and more details to edit later on Final Cut, so I can change colors and stuff. It's a more of a raw experience. Of course it takes a lot of space, like 10-minute video has 50 gigabytes, so it's stupidly big. But again, I airdrop it to my Mac and it takes 1 minute per minute of video, so 1 second, 1 second. A 10-minute video takes 10 minutes to export. So again, it's not the fastest way to export. If Apple added USB-C, it would be very fast, but Apple didn't, so I have to go through AirDrop, which is way faster than Lightning. So again, I drop my footage to my Mac. Also use 4K 60 when I want to. It's not the best standard. It's the fastest way to export and the fastest way to record. It doesn't take a lot of storage. It looks very nice. It's the happy medium between cinematic mode and ProRes. But again, I'm kind of used now to filming on 4K 30. I'm enjoying watching my videos in 30 frames per second. I think it looks more cinematic, and 60 frames per second is cool. I use it a lot when I'm filming B-roll. Every B-roll you watch is a 4K 60 raw file, so it's not raw, but a 4K 60 file for my iPhone 13 Pro Max, and I like it a lot to film B-roll. It's very stabilized, very stable. It looks very smooth. It looks very good. The colors are crisp, nice, very well balanced, and I like it a lot. It's very easy to film B-roll with this phone. But that's it for my editing style. Of course, I have this background, this one, and finally this one. Then after I filmed my video, I just closed up the phone, take it out of my tripod, disconnect the mic, and take it to my Mac, my editing room. Then I just come, sit, and start editing. Here I have my M1 Max MacBook Pro on this stand so it can elevate, and I just open it, and I have my computer. Of course, Touch ID opens it, and I start working, and I start editing. After editing, I simply just export the video, and of course it's not as easy as you think. Although now that I have my M1 Max MacBook Pro, it's very fast to export my videos. Before I had to use my iPad Pro to edit on LumaFusion, and it wasn't the best experience. I liked LumaFusion. I got used to it because I didn't have any other option. Sometimes I even edited on my iPhone because I was very desperate and I needed something to edit on. But now that I have my M1 Max, I have no trouble editing on this computer. It's just insane. Before, I had a 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2016, couldn't edit a single video of mine, so I just didn't use it and used my iPad Pro. This is the last part of my experience. After my export is finished and I upload my video to YouTube, I just sit down here and work on my thumbnail on my iPad Pro. Of course, this is a 2018 iPad Pro, like I told you, and it's very easy to work on my thumbnails. I just open GoDaddy Studio on my iPad and start working. This is 120 Hz, so it's great, and I do my thumbnails here, very easy, very fast, 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm done. And of course, after I'm done, I go into YouTube Studio and publish my thumbnail on my video. Now, after I filmed and edited my video and exported to YouTube, I start preparing the thumbnail. Of course, my video doesn't get released right away because I wouldn't have time to edit my thumbnail. I just put it on YouTube on schedule for the next day. I always do and prepare my videos the day before. Then, of course, I pick up my iPad and open Studio. Before that, I try to visualize what will my thumbnail look like. For example, in this video, I chose this amazing funny thumbnail where I have all my 3 devices that I use mainly on my editing room. And you can see that I put them like that, but before that I had to thought which expression would I use for my catalog that I have, and which device will be where I want it to be. So again, I chose this order, and I chose this expression that I think that relates very well to this video and picks it up on the YouTube algorithm, because ultimately that's what is needed. You have to have good SEO, which is the relation between your title, your description, and your tags, and you need to have a catchy title and catchy thumbnail. So I'm still a small channel, but I need to stand out from the others, for other people to like me and to subscribe to my channel. That's very important. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel now, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. That will help a lot. Thank you if you did. So let's get back in the video. Again, this is iPad, where I open my studio app. Then I just choose my background. Normally, if I have taken a photo, I will use the photo, the raw photo. I wouldn't edit it a lot. I wouldn't put it any type of filter or background. I just leave it as it is. Sometimes I do edited thumbnails, where I just take a photo of something, take the background away, and just choose a background, choose my expression, and put the PNG file on that background. It's easier to do, it's more catchy in sometimes, but in other times it looks more professional and good. For example, for a review or for an experience or for an unboxing, it's way better to have a real thumbnail, which has the real background of the video, which has not PNG files and doesn't have my expression on it. So for example, in this video, I chose to put my expression because this is not a review and this is not an unboxing. It's more like a showdown. So I wanted to show my face, to tell you who I am, and to tell you that this is my editing workflow. But again, in any videos like unboxings or reviews, I normally don't put my face on it unless I pick up the phone and I take the thumbnail with myself in it without using any PNG expressions. And that's it for my iPad Pro. I just simply use it with my Apple Pencil to make my thumbnail on GoDaddy Studios and export it, put it on YouTube Studio, and that's it. I just do my description, put it my tags, go to vidIQ, which is a very important program that you want to have if you're a YouTuber, and I just watch if my video is all fine, the CEO, my description, if all match up, and I just press then. My resting time, where I just publish the video and just wait to get it out. The next day I watch my analytics and see if they were good, the video did good, and make some adjustments. If the video doesn't do as well as normally, I just change a bit the thumbnail, the title, to adjust it to the algorithm. But at the end of the day, this is very simple, very easy workflow, because everything works with everything. I don't have any incompatibilities. I just film everything on iPhone, I drop it to my M1 Max MacBook Pro 16-inch, and then export it to YouTube, which is very fast, and then of course I do my thumbnails on my iPad Pro. This works very, very well. I'm not thinking in changing it very soon, because one, the iPhone 13 Pro Max is good enough for filming my videos. I'm filming in ProRes 4K 30, and I prefer 30 frames per second to 60, so the iPhone 14 doesn't have any incentive to me. The cinematic mode is cool, but right now it's only in a very, very complicated background that I choose to use cinematic mode. So again, it's not a big deal for me, and it's not a deal breaker. And of course, then there's the M1 Max, which was a very expensive computer, and I don't plan to upgrade it in the next 10 years. So that's my editing rig for the future. And my iPad Pro, which was the best iPad Pro ever, the 2018 version, which was the biggest jump ever for the iPad lineup, and it still does me 100% of what I need, or 150% of what I need. So I don't see any reason to upgrade it, and I will continue to use these three products together. I have my iOS 15.1, my iPhone 13 Pro Max, I have macOS Monterey on my M1 Max MacBook Pro, and I have iPadOS beta version on my iPad Pro, because I want to test the betas sometimes, and what better product to do it than the iPad Pro, which is not a very pro product right now. I don't use it to edit my videos, just my thumbnails, which I can do on my iPhone on GoDaddy Studios. So again, it's not a very, very important device, and I can choose to use my iPad Pro to test the betas out. But that's my workflow. And what are your thoughts on this workflow? Are you using an iPhone 13 Pro Max to record your videos? Or are you using a phone, an iPhone? Tell me in the comments down below there. And do you like the quality, or do you think I should get a proprietary camera like a Canon or a Sony for improved video? I think right now I can't, because I don't have money, but in the future I would like to try and use different types of cameras. But right now I love my iPhone. I love this easy of use, just to airdrop footage to my Mac and to edit there. And of course, ease of use and time savings is everything for me, because I'm a student and I also need to study for my exams and for my course. And if you don't know, I'm a mechanical engineer student and I'm on my second year. Of course, this and all of this is the product of all my hard work, and this channel is my baby. This channel is my hard work and dedication, and I love this channel like it was my son. And right now I just putting all my sweat and tears into this work because I wanted to grow. I wanted to make sustainable, and so I could buy more products to you guys and to help you have more products to review. And so if you want to help me grow, don't forget to go to the comments down below, leave a comment. It will help with the algorithm. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and recommend me to other people if you like my channel. If you don't, just subscribe and leave a dislike too. So this was Tech talking to you here. Bye.